Of course they're pushing back another court date. Of course. Hey guys, this is Jules with True Crime Reactions. Disclaimer. Everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Okay, so normally, after we have a court hearing in the Idaho 4 case, we have quite a few documents. That didn't happen this time, and we still, at this point, Sunday, June 2nd, have really no idea at all what happened in the closed hearing on the afternoon session on May 30th. So we're going to go through the literally like one document that we have, because all it is them pushing back the change of venue hearing for freaking 2 months. That seems like a whole lot of time. A whole lot of time. So we're going to read this. The only other document there is besides this one is the judge like just granting it. But this is it. And as you can see, this was filed by Bryan Kohberger's defense team. It states, comes now Bryan C. Kohberger by and through his attorneys of record and with a no objection from the Latah County Prosecutor's Office, and hereby moves this court for an order to reset the defendant's motion for change of venue hearing currently scheduled for 6/27/24 at 10 a.m. Defense counsel is requesting that the hearing be reset for August 29th, 2024. That's an entire 2 months. And I have my own opinion on the reasoning here in just a second. This stipulation is made on the grounds that defense experts Dr. Edelman is needing an additional 6 weeks to complete the surveys, the analysis of the data collected, and his expert declaration. Counsel for Mr. Kohberger, along with counsel for the state, agree that defense disclosures will be filed 7/22/24, state disclosures will be filed 8/12/24, and any reply by the defense will be filed 8/19/24. Okay, herein lies my problem. When all of this stuff happened in, let's see what month it was. I'm going to talk while I'm looking. That's why I'm not showing my screen, because I didn't know if I was going to pull this document up or not, or if I'd be able to like actually find it in time. But whenever all this stuff happened about the survey to begin with, it was, okay, here it is. March 22nd, 2024 is whenever the state filed a sealed motion prohibiting further contact with prospective jurors absent leave of court. And whenever that happened, they had already been knowing what was going on, I think, for a few weeks. I know that we've gone through the document, we've gone through all the dates and whatnot, but it seemed as if they knew about it. Anne was talked to about it. Anne admitted that it was them. They had several people calling in about it, okay? But then we have the hearing for it, and it seems like they were able to pretty much handle like everything really within about a month. Within about a month. Because we had the court date about this whole situation, and Ann Taylor said that the survey in Latah County was complete. Now, I question if it was complete on the day or on the day before or any time before anything was filed, or if Ann Taylor put a fire under Surveyman's ass whenever Bill Thompson called her and was like, "What's the hell is up with this survey stuff we're getting calls about?" Because it's just real convenient that all of a sudden it was like finished and done, and she had all these results and a PowerPoint presentation was put together that Xana was a star of. But now you need additional time. We've already been another 3 months. It's already been 3 freaking months since Latah County was completed, and it only took them a month, apparently, from what it looks like. And the doctor who does a survey was already able to come to a conclusion. So why in the world are we going to have to do 5 months for the actual final analysis of everything if it's done? There's no way, there's no freaking way that in 3 months the rest of the surveys aren't finished whenever they finish the first part so quickly. So I'm really kind of wondering here at this point, like whenever they ask for these like extensions, do they have to provide proof of reasoning? Or could Ann Taylor be lying? Could she literally be lying and saying he needs more time for the survey, blah, 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 but then it not really be true? Do they have to like have some sort of declaration notarized and signed and blah, 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 blah by Dr. Edelman, like stating, yes, it's true, we need more time, this is our estimated time of being finished, blah, 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 blah? Or can she just write up this document and file it, saying they need more time if they maybe don't? Curious question, because I'm just tired of all the damn court dates being pushed back. You obviously don't have a case. Like, I understand this is the defense pushing it back this time, but the state obviously doesn't have much of a damn case. So whatever they think they do have, can we just get this over with? Like, this isn't going to take 6 weeks of a trial. Xana can come up there and literally make like 3 sentences and then case dismissed, let's all go home. At this point, that's like how this is going to go. His silence itself is like more deafening than Bryan's. And that's all I'm going to say on that. Now, when it comes to the Cy and Truth and Transparency situation, I was against it, and I know it happened, and I know the case wasn't dismissed, but it's still in poor taste, and I'm still against it, and I don't care. That's my opinion. And if you're in my comments from her channel to run your mouth, then I'm just going to block your ass, because I don't really care. I don't have time for people who care more about the YouTube creator and taking up for them like they have some sort of weird-ass celebrity crush than they do for the victims and how justice should be just. We've already seen 2 different people be intertwined with this channel, and we saw the aftermath of that. The fact that Cy didn't do more research into this before he said yes is kind of sick to me, honestly, because we're supposed to trust him. And I really didn't appreciate his behaviors, because I got sent screenshots of his comments in Truth and Transparency's like feed, because even her own viewers, even members of her own channel that literally have the member badge, were telling Cy, please don't do this, it needs to wait. Please don't do this interview. This doesn't need to happen, blah, 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 blah. And his responses were stuff like, oh, don't yuck your yum. And, oh, YouTube is just for fun and entertainment. Okay, but no, sir. You are literally an expert witness who is doing something that is history changing, not only for this Idaho legislature, but also for your own career. And in 48 hours after being the most impressive thing that we've seen so far on the most important date of the case so far, you make a really stupid choice. I don't care how innocent the video or interview was. Them drinking and being drunk, and I mean, seriously, don't people talk shit about the drunk turkey guys because of that? So I don't understand her people that sit here and are like okay with it, but then they're not okay with Daniel and the boys drinking. And yeah, I'm going to name names because that's just hypocrisy, and I don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't get it. It was in poor taste. And that's my opinion, and I'm not going to change my mind. And no, I did not watch it. But I've seen several clips on Twitter, and I was not impressed. Not impressed. It doesn't matter that the case wasn't discussed. The track record for this channel when it comes to this case, and the fact that this is a channel that deep dives into this case, sometimes very unnecessarily and probably halfway illegal by the way some of these people's information just gets like thrown out into the public when they have nothing to do with anything. Okay. He should have done more research into that, because his like respect level in my brain went down quite a few notches accepting that invitation. I don't care that the case wasn't discussed. That's not the point. Not the point at all. I care about principles more than anything else. And I'm not going to change my mind on that subject. But what's done is done. And it wasn't as bad as people were thinking, because it was apparently over... The wording of what was coming was overcompensating for the truth is really all I can really come up with in my brain. I've literally had like 2 sips of my coffee this morning, so I don't think I'm fully functional yet. But that's it. I wanted to give you guys the updates on the change of venue hearing and my opinion on that, because I was voicing it very much so yesterday in my community tab and on Twitter, and I'm not afraid to speak up. I don't give a hot damn. So that's my opinion on it. I don't know what y'all's opinion is, though. Honestly, I don't really care to discuss too much about the interview. Again, it was in poor taste. I don't care how innocent it might have looked. It doesn't matter to me. What I really want to know is you guys' opinion on the fact that this survey is going to be taking apparently longer than it really should be. And about how the fact they keep pushing back dates. Like, don't y'all want to get to trial? And like, don't you want to get to trial and prove how much like of a badass you've been this entire time, and that all of this wasn't for nothing? Don't you want to just hurry the hell up and get to it? I mean, at this point, I feel like they should just go. What else is there to do? They've got everything that they need at this point to prove there's missing evidence. Important specific dates and locations are missing. There's nothing that they can really present the state, because they didn't do any of the freaking work. The feds did, and the feds don't want to show their homework because the feds don't have to do anything. It's just ridiculous. And in the court hearing, I am in process of taking out Brett Payne's testimony and taking out Cyray's testimony, and I'm going to put them in their own little separate things. I'm going to upload them to my channel separately, and then we're going to go over them live separately so that we can really kind of dissect what they've both said. Because, man, if that was not night and day testimonies, bro. I might not be happy with Cyray's decision on the channel that he was just interviewing on or talking with yesterday, but that man's brain is intense, and you can definitely tell the difference between someone who actually cares about what they do and has a real passion for it, and someone who is just collecting a paycheck and just wants to have some sort of authority for a power trip. And I'm pretty sure y'all can tell which one is which. But that's it, you guys. I just wanted to give you guys this update, and I ran my mouth a little bit too long than I wanted to. If you like the way that I present this information and give my crazy ass opinion, please not forget to leave a like on your way out and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. See y'all.